So, YouTube, let's get straight into it, right? So, I'm just at a point where my life where I feel like when it comes to serving God and worshiping God, like, I feel like that unconventional shit is not gonna cut it. Like, the way things have always been done, it's not gonna cut it. Like, you got these homosexuals still using God to hide and lie about the fact that they're homosexuals, while we losing souls to these people because they have the ability to convince and persuade and manipulate people to do things for their personal gain and their evil objectives and motives, but in the name of God. You know what I'm saying? Using the fact that people need something to cling to get through, you know what I'm saying? Using people's faith and all of that to manipulate them into the homosexual agenda, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we losing souls to these devil worshippers all the time. You know what I'm saying? They got every single thing to entice. They use everything they can to entice and persuade and manipulate, you know what I'm saying, unclaimed souls into the lifestyle of that evil shit. And it's like we ain't got nothing to combat it with. We just supposed to keep using the same shit that ain't been working all these years, the same form of gospel music, the same lifestyle of what's considered to be a Christian lifestyle. And I don't claim to be no Christian, but I'm saying I believe in God, I love God, and I worship God, but I don't do that conventional shit. I'm not these pussy ass people. I'm not the turn the other cheek and let somebody play with me or let them bully me and not do nothing about it. That ain't who I am. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, how is being yourself wrong in God's eyes? How is being yourself wrong in God's eyes? Like me being my authentic self, not letting these people play with me, not willing to tolerate shit I'm not willing to tolerate. How is that wrong? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's beneficial for them for you to be this docile, pussy ass person who just take everything they throw at you and not stand up for yourself and not defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? And stand on business behind what you stand on business behind, because they pussy as fuck. They want to play bully and then call the cops. Need somebody to help them when they put themselves in dangerous situations that they can't get out of. So they calling people like me and using me as their defense mechanism when I ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. A lot of the shit I done pulled up for, it ain't have shit to do with me. It was on account of me pulling up for another person. So it's like, why do I have to reduce myself to their way of life? Like, how is that serving God? Me not being myself. Basically, like, how come a sinner can't have a relationship with God? Why is it so offensive to people who say they're for God and what I do is for God, not for myself? How is what I do a problem for them because of the way I choose to deliver the message I'm delivering for God? How is it a problem for them if it's all for the greater good and all for God? How? How is it wrong? How is it negative if everybody is a believer in God and we all working for God and we all serving God? How is that a problem? How is that deemed negative? I just don't feel like, and I just honestly don't feel like a sinner should be deprived of a relationship with God if they want to do God's work and actually serve God. I don't feel like you should be deprived, but we're not faking this shit. You don't get to use it to cover up the bullshit that you're doing. That ain't what this about. There's real work that need to be done on these streets, and I'm out here with it. I'm out here on it. So it's like, I ain't the conventional shit. I'm not the traditional nothing. I'm not doing nothing nobody else do. But just because it rub people the wrong way, that don't mean it ain't for God. Everything that's good is for God. The shit that ain't good, that ain't for God. The shit these evil ass people do is for themselves. They ain't got nothing to do with God. How you holding back another person trying to get their shine on in the name of God? How does that serve God? You trying to hold another motherfucker back from what they got going on. I said what I said. Sauce Lord shit.